Hi, this is Mr. Winston with probably the most unprofessional video you'll ever see, but we're trying to help people out with the Trig tests. So here we go. This is version B. Son James is holding up the video camera. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we can do. Question number 1 says, if sine of A is positive and cosine is negative, in which quadrant does angle A terminate? Well, we remember from all students take calculus, the only place where that happens is in quadrant 2. That's your answer to number 1. Again, test B as in boy. On the next problem, we have a unit circle. They tell us this is a unit circle, and they give us the point negative 0.6, comma 0.8. They ask us for cosine of theta. Well, remember that x, y represents cosine sine, so here's your cosine value, negative 0.6. We don't even need to find the measure of the angle. Okay? Of course okay. I hope okay. Number 3, express sine of 310 as a function of a positive acute angle. Keep in mind, 310 is not acute. So what do? We draw the angle, and that would be in the 4th quadrant. We need to find this here, which is called the reference angle. How do we do that? Reference angle in the 4th quadrant is found by 360 minus the given angle. That gives us 50. Now, since we are in quadrant 4, sine is negative. Therefore, sine of 310 equals negative the sine of 50 degrees. We don't have to find the exact ratio, that's all we must find. Here is number 4, exact value of tan of 17 pi over 6. That's in radians. We have to convert that to degrees. How do we do that? We multiply by 180 over pi. The pi's cancel. After all the canceling is done, we wind up with tangent of 510 degrees. Well, that's a very big angle. We want a coterminal angle. We'll subtract 360. We get tangent of 150. Let's draw that angle. 150 degrees is in the 3rd quadrant. The reference angle is here. Reference angle is 180 minus 150 equals 30. We are in the 2nd quadrant. Tangent is negative. Therefore, negative tangent of 30, which is negative radical 3 over 3. How do we know that? Hopefully we made a table at the beginning with the sine and cosine of these major angles here. Number 5 of the most boring video of your life. In a circle, central angle of 4 pi over 3 radians intercepts an arc of length 24. Find the length of the radius of the circle. Well, the formula we use is S equals R theta. S is the arc length, that's 24. The angle, theta, is the angle in radians, 4 pi over 3. How do we get R by itself? We have to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of the fraction, which is 3 over 4 pi. The 3's cancel. The 4 pi's cancel. We're left with R equals 72 over 4 pi, which reduces to 18 over pi. You can leave it like that or convert it to a decimal. Number 6 is easy as heck. Your calculator should tell you that the cosine of 270 degrees, hi Linda, we're making a video, cosine of 270 degrees is 0. The calculator will tell you that. Tangent of 45, type that in, it's not 0. Sine of 90, it's not 0. But sine of 0 is 0, so the answer is C. Moving along to number 7. The expression secant of x over tangent of x is equivalent to, and there are a bunch of choices. Well, secant is 1 over cosine. Tangent is sine over cosine. What do we have here? A complex fraction. What we do is we multiply the top and the bottom by the common denominator of cosine, or cosine over 1. Here the cosines cancel. We're left with 1 on top. Here the cosines cancel. We're left with sine. The answer is 1 over sine of x, which is cosecant of x. That's the answer. Moving right along to number 8. In the figure, we have a unit circle where OA is equal to 1. This angle here is theta. It's a unit circle, so this length is 1. And OC is also 1. Well, sine of theta will be equal to the opposite side. Sine of theta equals the opposite side, which is CP, over the hypotenuse, which is OC. But OC equals 1, so we wind up with CP over 1, which is CP. That's our answer. Number 9. If cosine of theta equals 4 over 5 and theta is in quadrant 4, find tangent of theta. We draw a triangle. By the way, the heavy breathing in the background is my son James, who's very dutifully holding up the camera. Thank you, James. Cosine of theta is 4 over 5. We put theta here. Cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So the 4 goes here. The hypotenuse is 5. We, of course, know that the missing side in this 3, 4, 5 triangle is 3. And tangent of theta is going to be opposite over adjacent. So initially we write 3 over 4. But don't forget, they tell us quadrant 4. In quadrant 4, tangent is negative. So the answer is not 3 over 4, it's negative 3 over 4 is our answer. Okay? How you holding up, James? James is professional. We're going to have to edit that out. Cosecant of 38. That's going to be equal to the 1 over sine of 38, which is the reciprocal of cosecant. All we have to do is pop that into our graphing calculator, and that will say 1.62426. We must round that to 4 decimal places, 1.6243. That's an easy question. All right. Number 11. Find theta to the nearest degree. Well, here is theta. The opposite side is 10. The adjacent side is 7. Opposite adjacent, that's TOA. Tangent of theta equals 10 over 7. After this, we'll give James a quick stretch break. His arms must be killing him. Here, we know the ratio. We want to find the angle whose ratio is 10 over 7. So theta is the arc tangent. We hit second tangent of 10 over 7. And the calculator spits out 55.01 degrees. To the nearest degree, that will be 55 degrees. James, you want to take a quick break? No. Okay, he's a trooper. We'll go quickly. Number 12. By the way, there's a back part. I know you're upset. James just said some things to me that can't be repeated. Find in radical form the value of secant of 225. We'll be quick. Secant